the bus was continuing, and in one point, the young people just said "my moo," and I asked again, "What does mean?" And when the woman explained to me what is mean in Greek, in English, in French, I swear to myself, I say, okay, I will learn this language, I will speak it better, and I will talk to them the way they are talking to the foreigner.
So how was your experience studying in Greek universities?
Oh, in the university, I was the only black girl. And in my department also, it was not easy for me because for African men, they cannot accept to be lead for one woman. Yeah. The Ministry of Migration, they start now to be in touch with the communities of migrant or refugees here in Greece. They start now.
At this point, I will show you some images and I would like to have your immediate response and reaction on those. The Ministry of Migration and Asylum of Greece.
What I think about the European flag.
What or who have you missed the most? Hello everyone, welcome to the Untold podcast. In this episode of the podcast, I'm very pleased to have with me Linda Nyongo, the president of Republic of Congo community here in Greece with me. In this podcast, we will discuss Linda's experience as an immigrant in Greece, the challenges that she faced, and of course, the opportunity that she saw. And we will also discuss her role as the community leader here in Greece for the Congo community. Linda, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Fridoon, for inviting me. It's a pleasure for me to be part of this podcast.
Thank you so much for accepting our invitation and being here. How are you doing, Linda?
Fine, let's say like that,
Yeah.
because I don't like to be in the bad position since I'm wake up every morning. I thank God for that.
Okay, that's good, that's good. Would it be okay if you could tell us, like, how long have you been living in Greece and how do you find it so far? How do you like it, I would say?
Okay. I arrived in Greece in 2007 as with a scholarship for study. And in the first time, it was just amazed for me because I've learned about a Greek mythology at school. And it was like one experience because many person was asking me, why Greece? Why you didn't go in France, for example? I say, I like to challenge myself. I like new things. So yeah, when I arrived, it was, okay, I'm in the new place with a new world. So I will try to build my world here. And I can say that the first day, I was a little bit shocked by people here, because when you arrive in the foreign country, the welcoming faces is making you feel like home. But it was like different because we was like two black in the bus. And I wanted to sit. When I saw one hold the woman, I have to give her the seat, but she refused.
Oh.
And I was asking myself, why? What did I do wrong? And she started doing the cross finger. And I asked to the woman who was with me why she did it. And she explained to me, oh, normally when the Greek are close to the church, they have to do this cross sign. I check around me in the bus. I say, there is no bus here. What happened? So the bus was continuing, and in one point, the young people just said "maimu," and I asked again, "What does mean?" And when the woman explained to me what is mean in Greek, in English, in French, I swear to myself, I say, okay, I will learn this language, I will speak it better, and I will talk to them the way they are talking to the foreigner.
Wow. We will definitely have some times to discuss about your experiences that you have had here in Greece. Of course, positive and negative, and that's why we're here to for our audience to have a chance to learn about foreigners living in Greece and how has been their experiences. But at this point, let's if you would allow us to get to know you more as a person. If you could tell us where were you born, where did you grow up, where did you go to school, and on.
Sure. So, as you have mentioned it in the introduction, I'm from the Republic of Congo, which the capital is Brazzaville. And I'm born in the second capital because in some countries of Africa, we have two capitals, the politic and the economic. The economic mostly is bordered by the sea, and there is a port there. So I'm from the economic city, which is Pointe Noire, and is bordering with Atlantic Ocean. I've done all my study there till I got my high school diploma. I goes in the capital Brazzaville for the university, the first level of university. I was in the section chemical.
Oh,
Yeah. In the beginning, I was focusing in physics, but
difficult subjects.
yeah, in some country of Africa, the number of students who are allowed to go in different sections is limited. So it was for me obvious to go in the chemistry section. And after that, I just spent 1 year there. And I got the scholarship for
I see.
Greece.
Very interesting.
Yes.
I will have a couple of questions about your scholarships. But if you could, at this point, if you could share something that you really appreciate and you like about your country or the culture that you have or your people, just anything, something that you like and you appreciate.
Okay, the first thing, I can make this difference between my country and here. In my country, for example, as they said, when you are born, before your mom give birth on you, you are her own child. But when you come out, you are the child of all the city.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So if I'm doing something wrong in the road and there is one adult there, he has the right to come encourage me.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. That's the things I saw here very different. Because when I arrived, I saw a teenager yelling on their parent, and I was just shocked. I said, no, this cannot happen in my country. Even in my city, you cannot do it.
Having respect to elderly people, parents usually.
Yeah. And we respect all the person we meet in the road. For even he's not from my family, I have to give him the respect.
Yes, I see. Yeah, true. That this is something that similarly also we have in Afghanistan that we usually respect, and that's that I really like this culture as well, because there's a tone of respect with older and younger, and that's nice. Would you like to also share something about your family? Anything, like how many siblings you have? Anything that you would like to share with us?
Okay, I'm from multiple. We are. My father had the children before us. Okay, and we are like the last of the family, the life children of the family. Let's say from my mother, we are 3 girls and 3 boys, so it's equal. And my father has, in his first marriage, 6 child also, and after that,
12 siblings in total.
he had with different women
Okay.
some children. But in Africa, we say that children is your riches. So imagine if you have 10 girls, or you are more richer,
Very
because
rich.
because when the girl will found someone to marry them, you will got a lot of present from your.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think about this culture? Like,
This culture is proper because me, for example, 2 years ago, I've got a fiance. I did my engagement, and it was a traditional one, because in African culture, the traditional wedding is the wedding. Yeah, is the most important, because it's the meeting of the two families, and they agree to give their blessing for the children to live together.
together.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Since you mentioned about you got scholarship and that's how you and it enabled you to come to Greece, if you could briefly tell us, like, how did you get that scholarship, and also in general how easy it is for Congolese people to get a scholarship and to be able to come to Greece or to Europe for studies?
Okay, thank you for asking. In Congo, there is a partnership between the EU institution and some African country to give the scholarship for some student, and usually those scholarship, when they arrived from the Ministry of Foreigner, they send the letters in the university, in different universities. So
I see.
people can apply and wait for the result. And we receive scholarship from EU countries, from Russia, from different countries, even from Asia. And it depends for you if you want to apply on it or not. But yeah, this is the process. And for me, it was, as I mentioned in the beginning, I was looking for something new. Yeah, something different. I was telling my parents, I say, oh, I'm bored being here since I'm born. I ate the same thing till today, so I want a new world.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then this is how you came to Greece.
Exactly.
So what was the scholarship on? What did you study when you arrived in Greece? So
Okay, the scholarship was for medicine, but since I got the high school diploma in mathematics, I was not thinking myself being close in the hospital all the day. So I was like, no, I don't like it, but I will go, and if I have the chance to change the section, I will do it. And when I arrived here in the foreigner ministry, they give me the opportunity to choose with what study I want to do, because it was paid. So yeah, I gave three schools. The first one, it was to go in polytechnic school, to be engineer in chemistry and petroleum, but this section was not available.
okay.
And the second option all the field with physical and mathematics.
Ah, okay.
Yes. And the third one, it was in economy. But the woman in the ministry asked me if she found a place for that in Athens. Would I accept? I said yes. And then she found me the place in the Technological Institute of Athens. They say TI Athenas. And in the section mechanical energy, yeah, something
Okay.
like that, yes.
Okay. Very interesting. And you did your BA bachelor.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. And did you continue with the masters?
Exactly, I'm continuing with the master.
Oh, you're still continuing doing your
Yeah.
masters.
Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting. So, how was your experience studying in Greek universities?
Oh, the things you have to know is that before I go to the university, I have to learn, first of all, the language, the Greek language.
Very difficult language.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was feeling like I was in the kindergarten because every day after school, I have to repeat all the things I learned, the alphabet, all the things I learned, and it was amazing for me. Every day I was learning, and when I understand that I'm listening and I'm understanding the Greek language, it was one night I dreamed in Greek.
Ah,
Yeah, and it was very crazy. When I dream in Greek, I say, okay, now I think all the things is in my head.
okay. That's very good. That's very good.
And after that, you have to do like 6 months of the learning.
The language. You
The
had to-
language only, yeah. And after that, you go to the next year, you go to the university. And in the university, I was the only black girl. And in my department also. And it was difficult in the beginning. Thanks God, it was mathematics and physical, so all the things is universal. It's just the language was make the difference. But people, I was the only girl with many boys, and all the boys was very helpful with me. They was giving me their notes. So if I don't understand something, they will look at me in the break and just tell me what you are not understanding. We will help you. Don't be afraid. So all the people was very close to me. I don't feel a reject. No, not at the point. And the funniest it was like when I changed the hair, they are just confused.
Ah, okay.
And one of my professor was saying, "Oh, I think now we have to do every month when you are making a new hair, we have to take a picture of you and put it in the secretariat. Like that, we don't confuse you with anyone."
I see. It's good. I see that you had a great experience studying in
Yeah.
Greek universities. That's amazing. So, what are you doing currently? What are you working? I mean,
Okay.
are you still studying or you're working?
I'm doing both. I have to give the last courses I have to complete the study. Currently, I'm working for one Germany enterprise. It's based on IT field, but in the field, I'm like a PA, project assistant. So I'm doing all the reports for our client. Yeah.
Very nice. So, I suppose it's in German or Greek or in English?
In English.
Okay.
The main customer is in America, so it's in English.
Okay. Very good. Let's discuss about the community that you represent here in Greece. If you could share with us, when was this community created? The Congolese community was created, and what was the necessity? Why this community was created?
Okay. When I arrived as a student, I found already the community. Why the community was created? It's to bring people together and face all the challenges together and help them because there is the oldest student who was there, so they knows the rule here, the administration rule, so it was easier for them to help the new who was coming. In the beginning, the community names was Biso na Biso, is in Lingala, which is one of the language of Congo, and it's mean between us.
Ah, between us.
Yeah, but this community was not especially for the person from originally from Congo, because we had also some people for Zimbabwe, Central Africa, because they didn't have the representative of the community here. So we bring them inside Biso na Biso. After years, let's say in 2010, the things just stuck. Because the student was more occupied with the schools, with studies, because the rule of the student with scholarship, it was you have to pass a necessary courses to be paid. So it's become little
To be paid you for the scholarship to cover the expenses.
Exactly.
You mean okay.
Yeah. So it's become a little bit difficult to run the community. So all the things stops. In 2019, with the incoming of different migrant and refugees, we sat together and we think that we have to rebuild that things because people was around at ends and we never know who is from Congo. So they suggest me to be the leader, the president of this community, and we decided to change the name also because we didn't have the document of the previous one. So to avoid the difficulty with administration, we decided to change the name. And to make the difference, because there is two Congo, obviously, we decided to name it Communauté Congolaise de Brazzaville in Greece, the Congolese community of Brazzaville in Greece, to make this difference, inserting the name of our capital inside. Yes. So since October 2019, I'm in the head of the community. It was not easy for me because for African men, they cannot accept to be lead for one woman. Yeah. I faced many challenges, but I just tell them, I'm trying. It's the first, they give me 3 months for to try to be in this position. And after that, COVID came, and it was during COVID that I saw that I'm a leader because I was in the front line running for all the people in need, and it's become just like that. The truth is, in the beginning, I didn't want this status, but helping people during COVID gave me this feeling that I have to do it because people are waiting better for me. They put all their head, their hope on me, so I have to do it. So I try to meet each person and learn about them, their difficulties. And it's like that after COVID and quarantine, we started meeting on person and sharing our difficulties, our fears, and found the solution together.
I see. Congratulations on that.
Thank
That you managed to lead the whole community, although that you say despite the challenges for being women. Congratulations, and that's great. I wonder if you could point out some of the challenges and difficulties that your community was facing or they are still facing. What are some of the challenges that you try to help them or address them?
Housing, the jobless, and most of the mother had the children, and it was difficult for them to take the children to the school because the Greek government was asking many documents which was impossible for asylum seeker to prove. So in the first place, I was running all those things by myself, searching on the law to try to convince the people in front of me that this person have the right to do this. But after few months, I say I cannot do the things by myself. We built the board member, and I decided to split the role to each other. Regarding the big challenge, it was with the paper. Most of the Congolese member, they didn't have. They didn't even the asylum seeker card. They didn't have it. For the mother with child, they didn't have the right to the HCR card for help. So I was contacted by one organization who helps me to prepare people for the interview, to help them for referring them to another NGOs for the housing. And the rest, it's, let's say, 2020 till 2022, 70% of the member get the house. They was placed with the house plan who was set by the government. So the house issue was solved.
Mm-hmm.
The another problem become with the education. What can I do for the education?
For the children or also for adults?
For the children. And I was encouraging people to learn a language, even English. I was telling them, you have to learn, because I cannot be I cannot be everywhere to help you when you need something. So in the summer of 2022, we had the chance to get help of one Greek as a volunteer. He was coming in the community center to give the Greek lesson to all the members. And it was not like I've learned years before, but it was most the dialogue.
I see.
To help them in the work where they are going to speak with the people. So it was nice because most of them get the base to speak with another people at their job. And we also run the program of the computer. We had one guy in the community who was engineer in computer, so he was helping all the people with the base the base information, how to send an email, how to make a CV, how to respond, how to create one profile. And it was very nice because in 2022, things was going very, very fast. And most of the women with child got their asylum and they got a job during the summer. And I was very happy. I say, oh, I've done something well. And after that, I say, okay, I have to be in behind and give the chance to the board member to do also things. So I start to send them when there is a mission or there is one meeting with the municipality or with UN. I was sending them.
So they have a chance to interact with them.
Exactly, to be in contact with those person and to listen also from another person who was around, and they also give their opinion. So today I can say that we are running like that, and I'm proud of what I've done. I know that there is a lot of things again to do, but we have most of the challenging I've accomplished it, and now we are running also one program for work. I've met
employment.
Exactly, for employment. I've met one NGOs who in partnership with one industry in Koropi. So yeah.
Okay.
And
if you could give us like some data, like how many people from Congo live here in Greece? Do you know like the total Congolese people?
Okay. The total, I cannot give you the number exact because recently I've done the check of all the person who are here. We are approximately 200.
200
200,
individuals.
yes. Okay. But in Greece, but in Athens, I've checked, we are like 90,
90, okay.
Yes, 90 people, children and adults. Yes.
Okay. And you mentioned that access to employment and also housing was very difficult. So, and you tried to solve as much as possible. Some days ago, I had specifically to mention about employment. I was hosting Maria Kellerman Martin, the representative of UNHCR in Greece, and she discussed that there are some programs, especially for refugees and immigrants, that would help them to find a job and employment. Have you tried to contact them? Are you in touch with them? If you have if you got any support from UNHCR specifically?
Okay. I'm a member of the Community Leaders Advisor Group of UNHCR. So regarding the program they are running, they are giving skills, but after that, there is not a continuity.
Okay.
And we have discussed about it. And if now they say they have this possibility after the training, guiding people to the employment, that's great. But since I've been inside, the program was running, but there is no continuity on that.
I see.
Yeah.
So you're saying that they just train individuals, but they don't have, that the program doesn't necessarily help individuals to find a job at the end of the day?
For my opinion, no. Because we have also discussed about during the COVID, the EU countries mentioned that they have to make the equivalence of the diploma or the skills of each refugees for them to be to have access to the nurses job and all that things. But it was only during COVID they stopped it. And
I see.
Yeah, we asked to UNHCR if it's possible for them to get this training and guide the people who complete the training to the employment directly. And they say they will do it. So now if you say they get it, I'm very okay with that. And as we said in Africa, one finger cannot wash all the face.
Yeah.
So it's not because I have a partnership with one NGOs that I cannot also go to them. No.
Okay.
I can match all the things, and we will split it with the community member.
I see. And how is the cooperation with your community and the Greek government, specifically with Ministry of Migration and Asylum, and whether if they support your community in any way?
Okay, the Ministry of Migration, they start now to be in touch with the communities of migrant or refugees here in Greece. Mm-hmm. They start now. I think 2 months before the ministry received the leaders of the community. I was not present because of the time they set the appointment, and it was I didn't get the time to ask for the permission at my workplace. But from what I've heard from my colleague who was there, another leader of communities, they say that we have hope. Mm-hmm. He heard about our difficulties, so we have hope that things will work. There is a lot of things to do, because it's not in one day that he will solve all the things, but we have to be more, we have to be powerful, we have to be together and raise our voice, then things can move.
I see,
yeah,
I see.
Yeah.
I'm glad that at least now the Ministry of Migration, they are getting in touch with the communities. And this is very important because, as you mentioned, there are many issues. And I have had different guests, and mainly my guests with refugee background and immigrant background. They have a lot of challenges, and I hope that they have closer cooperation with communities so that they can solve those issues and address them. Before I show you some images, again, I ask these questions from all my guests. I want to ask, what has been the roughest experience that you have had in Greece?
I remember in 2015, we was on our way to come back home. We was living in Isograph. So in the road, one police officer crossed us, very polite. He greeted us and he asked for our paper. I had my student ID and my friend had her passport. And he was amazed. Oh, you are studying here? Yeah. We was pleased. He checked the document and then he gave it us back. He said, okay, have a nice weekend. But in few minutes, we saw that one of our friends was in the line, because in that time, they was taking people just like that. Even in the bus, they come inside the bus, they take people, and they...
Who would take the people?
The police officer.
Okay.
They take you and you go with them in the police station. If they don't find your document, they will send you in migration police in Alodapon.
Which is a detention center, prison.
Yes, it's a detention center. So we saw our friend who is married with a Greek, and we was just asking ourselves, but he has a document, why they put him there? And it was faced on the wall. And they were shouting on him. My friend just told me, let's go close to know what is happening. Yes, I said, no, leave, let's go. But she insisted. And when we come close, one of the police officer just come brutally, hey, stop! I was like, come on, we are not in the... Why are you acting like that? Your paper, okay. We give our paper. He never check on it. He put in his pocket and he just shout on us, "Go there, your face on the wall." I say, "No."
Although you had documents.
Yes. I say, "No, I'm not going. You have to check my document and then tell me what is wrong." But he didn't. And we start argue. My friend was there. I start arguing with him. I say, "It's not right because your colleague already checked on us and you see that our document is okay. So if you are to check us, check also the document and tell us what is happening. No, here is Greece. If you are not okay, you have to go back in your jingle." I say, "No."
To your what?
Your jingle.
Jingle.
Yes.
Guba,
Yeah. And I say, "Oh, if you know how many of your parents are living in my jingle, as you said, you cannot talk like that. I'm here, I'm studying, I'm paying my tax. You don't have the right to talk to me like that." And after that, one of the officers come close and say, "It's okay, don't argue too much. Let's go only in the police station." Arriving in the police station, we was talking. The friend of mine who was waiting for us, they take him also in the police station, and we was laughing. In the same time, one of the police officer come out with the passport of my friend, and he spelled wrong the name. But I was not laughing about him. I was laughing about the story he was telling. And he just asked me, "Why are you laughing? Is it a joke what I'm saying?" I say, "Sorry, I'm not in the jail. I'm not in some place where I'm not allowed to talk. It's a democracy, right?" So give me your name. I say, "Oh." So he go inside. I give him my name, obviously. And he go inside in the office. He took my student document. He gave to his colleague who was in charge to put the people in the detention till the bus from the migration detention will come to pick them. And he said, "Go inside." I said, "I'm not going." My friend comes, she asked, "Why you take her paper?" She said, "No, we are not finding him in the system." "Really? This card is printing by your ministry. So if it's a plus, is not real, you have just to check. Call this number. Say you are not here to teach me how to work." After that, my friend say, "Okay, I'm going home to take a passport, and then you can leave her." Say, "Yes, if you don't come back in 10 minutes, she will go in the jail." After that, a driver from the migration detention come and they give him all the paper. He saw the student card inside. "Why is there?" Say, "It's for the ladies there." "But why you are taking this document here?" He couldn't explain.
Yeah.
And he came close to me, give me back the card, and he apologized. I say, "It's okay."
Yes. You said that this was in 2012, right?
2015.
Okay.
Yeah, 15.
Kind of recently. But I hope that no one experiences this kind of discriminations.
Oh, yeah.
This is very rough. Again, thank you very much. At this point, I will show you some images, and I would like to have your immediate response and reaction on those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First image, the European Union flag. What do you think about this?
What I think about the European flag?
Silence is also an answer.
Exactly.
The Ministry of Migration and Asylum of Greece.
This is a headache.
And the flag of your country.
Home.
Home. You haven't been back since you left your country.
I went there in 2000. 22, yeah, 2 years
So you
ago.
can visit your country, you could go back.
Yeah.
Okay. And UNHCR.
An
As
umbrella?
you said, you cooperate a lot with them.
An umbrella?
An umbrella?
Yeah.
What kind of umbrella?
No, not umbrella, let's say bridge.
Bridge.
Yes.
Very nice. Very good. Thank you very much. As we are almost towards the end of interview, at this segment, I will ask you a couple of questions, and I would appreciate your brief answers. Do you consider yourself a victim?
No. I don't like to be considering like a victim. No.
What or who have you missed the most?
My parents.
What would it be the three things that you would like to change in the world if you had a superpower? Anything that you could want to change? Three things.
Peace. Smile. And hope.
If you had an opportunity to display a message that the whole world could see that, what would it be? And what would you say there?
Your present situation is not your final destination.
Very powerful. And last question. Do you consider yourself a happy person?
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. I'm considering being a happy person because I say life is too short. So I live day per day.
That's good. That's good. Linda, thank you so much for your time, for your input, for sharing your personal details and stories with us. And thank you for what you do for your community and in general for the whole world, which is Greece is a small part of the world, and we as individuals are also part of that. Thank you so much, and I wish you good luck and success with the rest and whatever you do in the future. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
And everyone, thank you so much for watching us. Please follow and subscribe for more episodes. And please comments below if you would like me to invite a specific guest, or if you have any specific questions in mind that you want me to ask from my guests. And thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.